Alright, good morning. Sorry for delaying getting started with the game. I had a minor malfunction. I lost a piece of my microphone. So you're going to have to deal with my voice this morning, and hopefully you can hear me okay. Looks like we're going to have Cones, Myers, and Tommy starting lineup this morning. Hubbard and Bomer come out on D. Have a line change here. We're going to have a delayed penalty. This guy's arm's up for something. So we're going to be on a power play here. It's okay. We have everybody looking for the microphone piece that goes to my phone. It's okay. Let's see, we're going to be on a power play here for 1:30. Bomer, Hubbard back on D. We're going to have Signs. Pass back to Bomer, back to Signs. Signs tries to get a shoot off there, and it's goalie saved. I think so. Alright, we're back. Oh wait, we got a goal, I think. Sorry, there's a lot happening right now. Alright, we're going to have Luchansky, Signs, and Sorobi up on offense. Bomer, Hubbard back on D. There is no penalty anymore. Signs dumps it. We're going to get a line change here. Luchansky and Sorobi up on offense. Looks like we're going to have Albert and Wolf back on D, and Jenner coming out as well. Microphone piece might not even have been in my phone. It's probably somewhere in my bag. I just can't find it. So, wouldn't surprise me. All right, we're gonna have Nixon. Russo. And that's Jenner out there on offense. Albert Wolf still back on D. We're going to have Indiana Elite bring it down the ice. And we have Trigo in net. All right, Russo lost his stick, was able to recover it. It's going to be offsides. All right, we're going to have Bomer and Hubbard back on D, Russo, Myers, and Nixon up on offense. Back to Hubbard. Hubbard keeps it on the blue line, tries to tip it up. Indiana Lee was able to get that with their glove. have Myers tip it over to Nixon. Nixon and Russo go into the zone. Over to Russo. Russo gets a shot off. Nice save. By Albert, keep it in, and there's a goal. And I think that was Myers. 10:13 left here in the first period. It is 2-0. I don't know why there's a 1 for Indiana. Team not caught on yet. I'm struggling a little bit this morning. Alright, we're gonna have Tommy, Signs, Cherokee up on offense, Albert and Wolfpack on D. Offsides. Signs taking it into the zone. Boomer Hubbard come out for D. Gets past Hubbard at the center ice there. Over to Boomer. Boomer up to Signs. Signs gonna bring it in. Oh, a little collision there at center ice. Indiana has possession. Boomer's gonna take it back to the corner. Uses the boards to get over to Cherokee. Not quite out of our zone yet. There we go. Boomer's going to chase it to the corner. Use the boards to get it over to Hubbard, up to try to get to Cherokee. We've got Owens, Gentner, and Clausen up on offense. All right, well, Nixon, Russo, Gentner offense, Albert Wolfpack at D. Keeps it in at the blue line. Gentner picks it up. Just past Russo's stick. Just Albert tried to keep it in there. We're going to have Indiana bringing it down the ice against Wolf. Still moves down here behind the net. We're going to have Albert coming up with it. Gets it out of the zone. No icing. Oh, no, Nixon got it. Sorry. Nixon has it in front of the net, tries to get a shot. It was beautiful. The goalie was able to block that with his pad, defender, leg. Boomer over to... All right, we got Nixon, Russo, Myers, slot on offense. Boomer over to Hubbard. Hubbard trying to get out. Indiana keeps tipping it back into our zone. No icing call. We're going to have Tommy out, Luciansky and Myers is still out there on offense. Luciansky picks it up, takes a shot, and just goes left of the net. Wolf Albert on D right now. Trago picks that out of the net area. Got out of the zone.
Oh my God, what would pass it?
We got Roman, Cones. Nice stick by Albert. Albert takes a shot. Nice goal save. Same offensive line. Boomer Hubbard come out for D. Oh, nice shot by Hubbard. Just goes right of the net. Science picks it up over to Clausen. Dumps it in deep. Nice stick by Hubbard. Kept it in there at the blue line. I think those Clausen try to get a shot off. Back to Bomer. Shoot it, buddy. Oh, nice shot. And Roman was able to get the rebound on that. All right, we're going to have Tommy, Gentner, Cherokee up on offense. Bomer Hubbard back on D. Wolf and Albert come out for D. We got Cherokee behind the net with it. Gonna get Nixon out for Tommy. Over to Nixon. Tries to get a shot. I think it bounced before it got to his stick. Nixon has it. Back to Albert. Albert takes a shot. It's gonna be icing. I can guarantee that my piece for my microphone is not missing. I didn't probably have it in my phone when my phone fell. It's probably just in one of my bags. I just gotta find it between the periods. So 3-0, 3:57 left in the first. We got Wolf Albert on D, Myers, Russo, and Nixon up on offense. Wolf lost an edge. Albert was able to recover that. We got Nixon bringing it down the ice. Out of our zone, we'll have Bomer and Hubbard back on D. Bomer goes over to the boards. Bomer up to Myers. Up to Nixon. signs out as well. There's Bomer. Bomer takes a shot. Indiana was able to cover that. Bomer has it. Over to Hubbard. Hubbard to Signs. Signs takes it into the zone. Nice shot nice stick by Ogilvie. Is able to keep that in the blue line, just get off the bench. All right, we have Combs, Clausen, and Signs on offense. Albert Wolf back on D. Lost an edge. I don't. Both these skates might need Sharpen. He might have just nicked him or something. Goes high of the net. I'm going to have Albert picking it out. Red Bomer coming out. Offsides. Oh. They called too many men, but we weren't even interfering in the play, so I'm not sure. Is that right? Too many men? Us. The play was down here. We were down there. All right, they're calling too many men on us, so I don't know if I necessarily agree with that call. We weren't even in the line of play when George was coming out to make a change for Wolf. So we'll be on a penalty kill here. Maybe I don't know what too many men technically means, but I'm pretty sure if they come out of the box and their line changing the place and not anywhere near them, I don't think they call too many men, but like I said, I'm not an expert, so we're going to have Bomer and Hubbard back on D, Tommy and Jetner up on offense. Bouncing around over there. We got Indiana behind the net with it, takes it up front, hits the post, I think. Indiana tried to cross it in front of the net to their other player, didn't quite make it into the net. Nice save by Trigo. We're going to have Tommy picking it up, taking it down the ice, over to Jetner. Still loose. Oh man, that was some good defense. Still in the zone. Albert and Myers. Out of play. Less than a minute left here in the second. 22 seconds left on the penalty kill. Have Albert, Myers, Signs, and Nixon out. Signs bringing it down. Nice block by Trigo. All right, we're back to 5-on-5 here. Luchansky is out of the box. Indiana gets a shot off. Trigo is able to block that. I think Wolf's skate needs sharpened. I don't know if the blade is. Yeah, I think there's a protractor. Oh, nice shot by Trigo. Defense got that out. Albert takes it out behind the net, tries to get out of the zone, it is still in. Alright, that'll be the end of the first. It's a 3-0 game here. I'm going to attempt to find the things that go to my phone. I will mute it for now. All right, I found my microphone. Hopefully the sound is good. Hopefully it's on. Going in the second here, we're going to have Russo, Jetner, and Tommy up on offense, Bomer and Hubbard back on D. Russo takes it in. Tommy has it, back to Bomer. Bomer tips it back into Tommy. Tommy gets a shot off. Oh, it just goes left of the net. Yeah, Indiana trying to bring it out. Hubbard, nice stick there, is able to tip it back in. No offsides. They're out of the zone. We're going to get Cones, Roby, Jetner out on offense, Albert, and Myers back on D, and Signs. Sorry, Signs on offense, Myers on D. Signs is going to bring it down the ice. That's a trip. It's going to be a delayed penalty. All right, we're going to have Hubbard, Albert back on D, Signs, Roby, and Cones up on offense. Sorry if my camera was actually pointing at the play. Just a loose in front of the net there. Indiana's able to get it out. Albert was able to block it down. Didn't quite keep it in the zone. Back to Hubbard. Over to Signs. It is still loose in front of the net there. Albert has it. He's going to skate it in. Takes a shot. Still loose. Signs has it. Cones is going to go in the zone with them. All right, good save by the goalie. Ariana Myers and Bomer back on D. Tommy, Jetner, and I think that's Russo up there on offense. I was done with now. I used to be stuck in that. I was done with them. I was done with them. Back to Bomer. Bomer is going to tip it over to Jetner. Bomer takes it. We're going to be back to 5-on-5 here. Russo over to, that's Jetner over there in the corner. Back to Myers. Myers tips it up. Holding gets a shot. The goal is not covering when he is blocking, so we have a lot of opportunities for some rebound shots here. Oh, Bomer. Oh, nice recovery. It's out of the zone. Jenna's going to take it in. Hubbard over to Albert. Right, we're going to mix in Clausen and Signs out on offense, it looks like. Signs has it. Takes a shot. Just gets out of the zone. Over to Albert. Signs takes it in. Oh, it tries to cross it to Nixon. Wasn't right there. Get over to Hubbard. Hubbard takes a shot. Goes right in the net. Well, that's going to be an icing call. All right, we're going to have Wolfie, Bomer back on D. Luchansky, Tommy, and Cones up. Nope, sorry. Luchansky, Myers, and Cones. I saw 9 on offense. Over to Luchansky. Picks it up, dumps it back in. It's going to get off the ice there. We're going to have Albert and Hubbard back on D. Albert tips it back up. Cones gets into the zone. Do a line change here. Got Luchansky, Tommy, and Gentner up on offense. Gentner's going to bring down the ice. Oh, hard hit. Tommy behind the net with it, out to Wolf. Wolf takes a shot. Still loose. Oh, try to get the rebound there. Just got past Bomer there. Bomer has it, tips it over to Wolfie. Wolfie dumps it up to Tommy. Gets into the zone. A new line change here. We'll also have Luchansky and Strobe out. Wolf, Russo, Bomer still on the ice. Indiana picks it up. Ooh, got past Bomer. Nice recovery by Wolf. All right, we got out of the zone, but I believe that's going to be an icing call. We're going to have Albert, Hubbard, D, Signs, Nixon, Russo offense. Signs gets it over to, tries to get to Russo, doesn't try to make it through. Oh, nice recovery by Russo. Passes it over to Nixon, tries to get a goal or a shot off there. And Signs over to Russo, back to Albert dumps it back in. And then we got Nixon right in front of the net there. Albert has it, dumps it back in over to Nixon. Russo recovers. Just came right over the blue line. It's going to be offsides. Oh, Sign's got a penalty for something. All right, they're going to be on a power play. Or we had a penalty kill here. I totally missed that. Sorry. I thought I called offsides. Maybe it was a penalty. I really don't know. All right, we're going to have Luchansky, Wolf, Myers, and that's Boomer out there. I can't tell. I should know who my own kid looks like, but nice stick by Myers. Takes it into the zone. Indiana gets a shot off those high of the nets. Boomer has it up to Jack. Boomer has it behind the net over to Wolfie. Wolfie sends it up to Luchansky. All right, we got it in the zone. 25 seconds left on the penalty kill here. Boomer has it. Hold it, Boomer. It's going to be safe. Wolf and Hubbard back on D. Cones and Gender on offense. We have Roman out of the box. He's going to go to the bench. We're going to get Tommy out for him. Tommy picks it up. Over to Cones. I think that's Cones. We're just out of the zone here. It's going to be offsides. All right, we have Tommy, Hubbard, Albert, Cones, and Gentner on the ice right now. Gentner over to Woj. Hubbard has it. Tries to pass it up to Clausen, who is by the net. Hubbard has it over to Gentner. Gentner jumps into the zone. Clausen's going to chase that to the corner. Back to Boomer. Tries to get a shot. Almost deflected or rebound from Clausen. Deflection or rebound is like two totally different things. Let's just drink more coffee. All right, over to Serovi, over to Boomer. Boomer takes a shot, doesn't quite get through. Out to Bomer. Nice stick by Bomer. Myers takes it back in. Bomer over to Wolfie. Clausen over to Myers. We have Hubbard out in D for Bomer. Oh, nice save by Trigo. All right, Russo has it. Trying to get out of the zone. All right, we got out of the zone, but I believe that's going to be icing. My time's off a little bit here. We got 1:28 left in the second period here. We got Hubbard, Albert, Sainz, Russo, and Nixon up on offense. Nice hit by Nixon. Hubbard has it, dumps it over to Russo, dumps it into the zone. Less than a minute left here in the second period. Oh, nice. All right, got out of the zone. It's going to be icing. All right, we're going to get Luchansky, Cones, and Jenner on offense. Wolf and Bomer back on D. That'll be the end of the second 3-0 game here. All right, we're going to start the third period with Combs, Gender, and Luchansky up on offense. Wolf and Albert back on D. Luchansky winning that face-off, takes him to the zone. Oh. Albert gets it over to Luchansky. Wolf picks it up over to Luchansky. Luchansky gets it out of the zone. Jones is going to skate it in. We have Beaumont Hubbard on D. Jenner passes it back to Hubbard. Hubbard takes a shot. Still loose. That's going to be icing. We have Tommy Myers and Cherokee on offense. Beaumont Hubbard back on D. Back to Beaumont. Beaumont tips it in. Beaumont takes a shot. Goal saves. I'm loving the fact they're playing some Force Frank right now. And the Hoodles, we've got same lines out here: Beaumont Hubbard, D. Myers, Nixon. I'm sorry, not Nixon, Roby, and Tommy up on offense. Nice stick by Hubbard, keeps it in the blue line. Roby has it. Tommy back to Beaumont. Beaumont takes a shot. Roby tried to tip it in. Nice stick by Hubbard. Beaumont tipped that up. All right, we're gonna have Nixon, Roby, and Myers on offense. Sorry, I don't know where that play is. Sorry, Nixon takes him to the zone. Signs and Russo come out. Wolf and Albert out for D. Signs over to Albert, up to Russo. To Signs. Oh, geez. Little collision there in the boards. We both get up. That's good. Signs is kind of holding his arm. We got Albert trying to get the Nixon picks it up. Over to Russo. Back to Albert. Sainz has it. Over to Russo. Takes a shot. Nixon picks it up behind the net. Wolf keeps it in the blue line. Sainz behind the net. Over to Russo. Ooh, trying to get a shot there. He's able to deflect that with his pad. Get deflect, you know what I mean. No offsides there. They were out of the zone. Wolf dumps it back up. We're gonna have Jetner, Clausen, and Jetner taking it in. Jetner takes a shot. It is still loose, and Clausen was able to get the rebound on that. We have 9:37 left in the game. I'm pretty sure it was Clausen that tipped that in. Jones, Jetner, Clausen offense, Bomer, Hubbard D. Bomer takes it the blue line, dumps it back in. Clausen picks it up. Back to Hubbard. Hubbard over to Bomer. Bomer takes it in. Luchansky has it. I think that was Luchansky or is that Cones? Hold on. Luchansky may be out there. That was Cones, I believe. Maybe a 5-0 game here. I got new contacts and I still can't see it for the life of me, so. Now we'll have Luchansky, Tommy, and Myers up on offense. Bomer, Hubbard back on D. 8:47 left in this game. Luchansky's able to pick that up. Myers has it. Bomer has it. Oh, that's going to be offsides. Hold it a little longer, Jorge. Jorge wants to go to bed. Now we're going to have Albert Wolf on D, same offensive line. All right, we're in our zone right now. Indiana has possession. Looks like we got Luchansky and Albert over on the board trying to get that free. No, I'm sorry, Myers. Luchansky's not even by the boards. He's standing by the net. Oh, nice. They try to get a shot off there. I think Trago blocked it down. A little bit of a tie up by the net there. We're going to have Tommy bringing it in to the zone. Tommy has it. Tries to get a shot off. Goalie saves. We're going to get Bummer, Hubbard on D, Signs, Nixon, and Sorobi on offense. Nice stick by Hubbard to get that over to the boards. Signs going to bring that down the ice. Hubbard keeps it in, takes a shot. Still loose. Bummer goes off. Wolf comes on. Wolf to Signs. We have Albert out on D as well.